Today, we're gonna do viewer mail!
It's not real mail.
It's not real mail.
We don't get any...
These are comments, really, not mail.
Yeah, nobody sends us actual mail.
I know.
We don't get
nice,
any
though.
fan letters. We don't get any love letters. We don't get any pen pals.
We get mostly nice comments, but sometimes we get someone like the Spaniard comment on our video.
The Spaniard giving us some trouble.
No offense, Spaniard, if you're watching. We get a lot of comments on our videos. We thought we've done this a couple times in the past, kind of just answer questions that we get from comments on our video.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is from, I forgot to put her name here. Me and my husband are moving back to San Diego and plan on buying a house soon. Feeling a little discouraged with the prices. I just want to buy a decent home in a nice area to raise my family. This is a pain point for a lot of people here in San Diego and just California in general. Prices have gone up a lot here in San Diego. There are more affordable spots in San Diego, but a lot of the more popular destinations here in San Diego have definitely gone up, you know, 20, 30, 40% in home prices in the last 2 years.
I'm out of your price range.
So we feel your pain. I do think prices will start to balance out a little bit in the near future. But granted, I don't think we're going to see a huge price decrease anytime soon. But we feel your pain, and I wish I had a better answer for you.
There's still spots to find homes under $1 million. If that is still out of the budget, there's condos, there's townhomes that are under 700,000 even. So
just maybe not look for your dream home. Just look for a home that's good enough for right now, and then hopefully you can upgrade to one in the future.
Yes,
that would be our suggestion to people trying to get to move here to San Diego.
Right.
And next, this is it's not really a question. This is about our cost of living video.
Yeah.
Sunshine tax ? Is that real? Is it?
It's not real. It's just a little
it's not a real tax.
San Diego term that people use for this is why it's so expensive to live here, because we get all this beautiful sunshine, we have wonderful weather. So, you know, when you're looking at the cost of living here and you're taking a deep breath and you're like, oh my gosh.
I'm gonna throw up.
We call it the sunshine tax. It's, you know what? It's a lovely place to live.
It is a lovely place, but we pay for it.
But you pay for it.
Okay, what do we got next?
Okay. So, sorry, I wasn't ready for you to throw it to me. I thought we were doing your whole... I thought we were doing your whole
We did not talk about this before.
Oh, we did not work this out.
Do you want me to just keep going?
Yes, now that I've just panicked.
We're gonna go through mine first, then move on to Miss Courtney's here.
Sorry.
Wow, that was so cool, guys. This is about our listing video that we just did from Bruno De Sousa, who's a frequent commenter on our videos.
Ooh.
Wow, that's so cool, guys. One day I want to be as fit as Bern.
I'm doing a slow clap.
Thank you,
for
Bruno.
Burns.
You're literally the first person to ever say that about me, but I appreciate you, and I am gonna
Can I tell you
have
something?
you on the show one day.
Can I tell you something?
Sure.
This is in reference to the new listing video that was just put out last week. For whenever you're watching this was last week, and it was sort of a take on Ferris Bueller.
One of my favorite
that's
movies.
what he's referring to, and Bern has been wanting to make that video for so long. I think
And Courtney refused to do it for 2 years.
I know. I think
finally convinced her to do it.
Executed it so well, and before you made it, I was a little worried about your running ability. Not the ability. I didn't know what it would look like to see you run on camera.
I was an elementary cross-country runner.
Listen, let me finish.
Okay, fine.
I was worried because I'm like, dude, nobody looks cool running on camera unless you're like a track star.
Except this guy.
Except this guy.
Like a good
I watched that and I was so pleasantly surprised when you first showed me just your running scenes. I'm like, you really pulled that off. You looked very graceful.
I actually looked like a runner.
You looked good. You looked graceful, and it wasn't awkward. And you did jumps and leaps, and you really pulled it off.
Thank you. Thank you for that. It was the nicest thing she's ever said.
Nailed it. That's it. You're done. You don't get another compliment for the next 5 years.
Okay, this is about our downtown video. For downtown parking, it's much easier to park at Old Town and take the trolley down, and hard yes for the sunglasses and get polarized. Your eyes will appreciate it. I've never parked in Old Town and taken the trolley. Have you ever done that?
No, I haven't. Has anybody else done that? Has anybody done that? Let us know. I love finding little
Maybe we should make a video
like
of taking the trolley over one day. That'd be fun.
If we can do it.
They've not done it before. Okay, moving on. We did a comparison between Pacific Highland Ranch and Torrey Highlands. And we did a little competition to see which one was a better place to live. Granted, we live in Torrey Island, so we probably rigged this competition. He's saying Pacific Highland Ranch is #1 and Torrey Islands is #2. He's wrong. Other way around. So that was from Dobbin 050.
050, okay.
Okay, next question. I was thinking about traveling to San Diego. I wanted to know what it is like in November.
And that was from Princess Asia. Princess Asia. November's lovely here, actually. I'm thinking back to Thanksgiving and how there have been many Thanksgivings that I have gone to the beach.
It's probably one of the best weather months of.
It is.
Surprisingly,
it's pretty consistent.
November doesn't sound like
we don't get a ton of rain. You get more rain in like February and March and January, but November and December are usually pretty nice. What are we going to say temperature-wise? Probably below 70, but
might be above.
60 to 75,
Yeah, sure.
I'd say.
Yeah.
For November.
And most likely no rain.
Chilly at night, though.
Yes.
Chilly at night. It will dip in the night.
Which is a San
in
Diego staple. It always gets a little chilly when the sun goes down.
Don't forget about that.
This is from Paul Madcow.
Yeah.
I lived in San Diego for 29 years. Another thing to mention is the cloudy days, especially May and June, which we kind of just talked about.
Yeah.
It's not always sunny. It's not always sunny in San Diego. Also, people are not the most friendly.
I disagree.
Southern California is very fast paced. I don't think San Diego is. I remember when I first left San Diego when I retired, I went down to Texas. I was blown away how friendly people were there. Southern hospitality for sure.
I don't disagree that people in Texas are friendly, but I think it's all relative.
Sure.
I moved here from the East Coast, and I thought people were joking when I got here. How nice they were.
Waving and stuff.
And just like giving me all the sweet and sour sauce at the drive-thru.
As much as you want.
Much as you want. And with a smile. And I thought something weird is going on.
Something's in the water.
Something's in the water. I think people are super friendly here. As far as the weather and cloudy days in May and June, so true.
That is 100%.
That is not a lie. That is not an old wives' tale. May and June are pretty cloudy. It usually does burn off by the afternoon, but that's like 4 p.m. some days,
Sure.
you know? So you're not hitting the beach as much in May. You're not hitting the beach as much in June, July, through the rest of the year is beautiful. But yeah, don't get it twisted. Those months are not the best.
They're not the best
tourist
for
months.
weather.
Yeah.
Next, you got Mr. Robert Farrell with back-to-back questions.
Yes.
No, I have
He
more sheets.
commented that there's a very good reason it's called Man Diego.
Hey, where are the white women at?
I didn't know this.
I haven't really heard that before.
But you know what? You haven't been on the single scene in a long time, and neither have I.
Like ever.
In San Diego, ever.
Yeah, that's true.
So I don't know. I think his comment is in reference to the gender, whether
Is
it's
there a lot
male,
more
female,
male
I'm not sure.
than female?
That's what
I
he's
guess,
saying.
I guess that's
what he's
very
saying.
possible.
And then he followed up with another comment
On a different video.
On a different video. Single guys moving here will find they have to share the single women. Just FYI, Robert. What is going on? Tell us.
Oh my god, dude, it's a sausage party.
I think he's looking for a girlfriend or wife. So if anybody is looking for a future husband or boyfriend, reach out to Robert Farrell.
Reach out to Robert because.
But thanks for watching, Robert.
Apparently,
Appreciate
yeah, we gotta bring some more single
We
women.
can't help you. We don't know
Diego.
anyone that's
Yeah.
single for the most part. Sorry.
Mangadolo said, so many little nooks and crannies within Canyon Country, San Diego. I like Tierra Santa, University City, Kensington, and Point Loma.
All great spots, aren't they?
Yeah.
And there's just so many neighborhoods here in general that it's just like there's a neighborhood for everybody. Because sometimes people want the more metro walkable area or something more remote with, you can't see your neighbors from a mile away.
That's right.
There's a place for everybody.
There is. I absolutely agree. And Point Loma does have a lot of fun stuff going on. I think we need to do a video about Point Loma.
For sure. We haven't done that.
I would love to do that. That would be great. Then Yelana said, I'm not sure which video this is in reference to, but she said, thanks, Bern. Very informative. We lived our whole lives in Hawaii and bought in San Diego in 2017 for the great schools and similar climate. Hawaii has a poor infrastructure and poor public school system. Just opinions. Just her opinion. Private schools here cost about $30,000 per year. I have no regrets. You have to look at your values. I would never live in San Francisco. It's too cold. Great video, she said. So she saw San Diego from Hawaii as sort of a lateral move as far as the climate.
We get a lot of Hawaiians.
Come people
San
coming
Diego.
from Hawaii.
Yep.
Hawaii is my first choice.
And this area in particular, and a lot of San Diego really do have great public schools. So that is a really big draw for a lot of people, I will say.
Agreed.
Yes, and San Francisco can be cold. Also agreed, but it's also a really cool city.
It is.
Also very expensive to live there.
All of California is pretty expensive
I
to
know.
live in, so.
True.
We need more money.
This next question, Star Platinum wants to know, how much is a dozen donuts there? In Disney Springs, Orlando, it could be $60 for a dozen, and that's at some place
And you thought
called
that was like
Everglades.
super high. I'm like,
And
do
I
you know
was
how
like,
much donuts
what?
are at Sidecar Donuts?
Yeah, and then I did the math.
And like, they're like $5 a donut.
Yeah, it
times
is.
12 equals.
I said they're special occasion
Yes.
donuts, okay? They're not your everyday donuts.
Because you get donuts every day.
Well, if I had my way, I would have donuts
Yeah.
every day. Yeah.
And this is from our donut video. That was a 26-minute video about donuts in San Diego.
I have no regrets,
So,
Bern, okay?
I can't believe that was our longest video to date. It was about donuts.
I have no regrets.
So, except
26
except for
minutes.
maybe this video, which might be longer.
Was really edited down, okay?
Right,
'Cause
exactly.
Could have been an hour.
Could've.
But $60 for a dozen sounds really crazy when you say it, but some of those special occasion donuts, as I call them, sidecar donuts that I'm always talking about, don't laugh about it.
Sorry.
Could end up being about $60 for a dozen donut, because you look at them individually, there are these fancy flavors, they're made, you know, in small batches. You get it fresh, they like make it right there for you and then hand it to you. So it could be $5 a donut. I did a little bit of math in my head. I get the vegan donut there sometimes, and it was $6.99 I think for the vegan. So if I get a couple
$7
of those,
donut.
yeah, I'm hearing it out loud now, guys. So
So thank you for that.
So thank you for bringing that up. Okay, next one. I love this comment from Norwegian Blue because I'm kind of in agreement. This is about the LA airport versus San Diego airport.
Sure.
And like, do you want to save money on the flight by driving up to LA to take a
Because we
flight out
did
of
talk
LAX?
about that. Like, you'd
We talked
save
about that a lot.
money technically by doing
Cheaper flights out of LAX versus San Diego if you're flying internationally or cross country or whatever. And Norwegian Blue broke it down in this comment saying he's tried, or he or she, not sure, I've tried to do that LA airport run to save money before, but I always regret it. I feel like Newman trying to figure out the interstate bottle redemption scheme.
Wait a minute, you mean you get 5 cents here and 10 cents there? You could round up bottles here and run them out to Michigan
That
for the
doesn't
difference.
work.
It's a 2.5-hour drive each way, assuming you don't get caught in LA traffic. You spend an extra 5 hours on the road and pay for all that with wear and tear on your car, all that stuff.
Especially
You gotta
with gas prices
pay
now.
for parking, you pay for gas. You also are in your car for another 2.5 hours after you just got off a long flight from wherever you're coming from. This person is saying San Diego airport is such a breeze. The international terminal is pretty modern. They've made a lot of updates, and there are direct flights to London from San Diego. So this person says they would prefer to just pay the extra money for the flight, take an Uber to the airport, and just cruise through.
I agree with that. Because
I think I'm kind of on the same page.
Time is also worth something to you too.
Darn
So, and saying, assuming there's not going to be traffic going to LA
Right.
is like far-fetched for
Yeah,
the most part.
sure.
So, I agree with Norwegian Blue on this one.
I do too. So I know a lot of people like to price that out and like charts and graphs and like, but I could save $90 per ticket here with this and that.
I feel like our friend Matt Kringle would do that probably.
Maybe I was channeling him.
Don't worry,
in
he's not gonna watch this video.
He's not. I know he's
He
not.
kind of reminds me of Newman a little bit. But I don't know. Anyways, no one knows who he is.
You know who he is.
I do.
So don't-
That's true.
He's not a Newman.
No one gets that reference.
So there, yeah, that's a great comment, and I might agree. And the San Diego airport is 9 times out of 10 pretty much a breeze.
Yep, agreed.
It's nice. Okay, next one. Thing about North County is that you better make your life up there. It's so tedious if you need to head south all the time to go to your job or the airport. Plus, the freeway system is much more limited, and it seems like there's traffic all the time.
I feel like he's just talking about him specifically because a lot of people work in North County.
Sure.
That live in North County.
Yeah.
So I think he's just frustrated. Maybe he lives in North County and he's got a driver in his job. I'm not sure. But
Yeah.
yes, I mean, there's traffic in San Diego. It's pretty predictable.
Yeah.
But, you know, I think a lot of people do pick where they live based on where they work too sometimes
Right.
too. So
A lot of people are trying to avoid like a
that's more
45-minute
subjective
commute.
probably.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Daniel asked, "Hello, Bern. I'm looking for a spot to open a counter pizza shop. Do you know how I would find info about this?"
I mean, you probably want to be in touch with a commercial real estate agent. I will say you do have a customer because I will definitely come to your counter shop pizza place.
I love food and stuff.
Any
but
pizza's good pizza,
We can
right?
put you in touch with a real commercial real estate, but we don't do commercial, unfortunately. But let me know where you open, and I will be there the first day. I assure you.
This is a comment directed at me. So Courtney loves to keep the AC set to freezing and is obsessed with ice. I'm seeing a pattern here.
She is an icy cold woman.
I'm an
is what
ice
she is.
queen. I do like the AC chili in the summer, and I am obsessed with ice.
You like really obsessed with
I
ice.
love good
We actually
ice.
got her an ice machine for her birthday.
And I use it like I just walk by and I open the drawer and I
And
put
eat.
my hand in and I
But it's
just
got to
eat
be
the ice.
small pellet ice is what it has to be. So
Yes.
if you're looking to get a gift for Courtney, it's pellet ice.
Yes. Anybody else out there
It's
really
free
like
at gas stations.
specific
so,
ice?
Yes, great.
Because you could be my people. Right?
Don't make this weird.
Sorry. Any other ice lovers out there?
Oh, honey, everyone has a kink.
Okay, Jeff Scott said, San Diego has excellent public transit for California. I love that. The coaster, the sprinter, the red car, I've never even heard of that. It said LA used to have one, will get you around not only the city but the county. If your departure or destination is not close to the train station, you will have to take a bus, walk, or do an Uber, but it's pretty good all around. Americans, specifically Californians, don't like public transit. They see it as demeaning and view ownership as a status symbol, car ownership, specifically luxury and sports cars.
I sort of disagree in the fact I think the public transportation that we do have, like the coaster and the sprinter,
Yeah.
work very well.
Yeah.
It's just they only go certain spots.
They only go so far,
They don't go
right.
throughout, where the freeways go.
Yeah, they don't come totally
Like
inland
there's
either.
nothing close to us besides
Yeah.
a bus, and then we have to take a bus to get to the train, and then the train goes up and down. But it's
Planes, trains, automobiles?
Planes, trains, and automobiles. But it's not super convenient
Right.
here. It's not like a New York or San Francisco or Chicago.
Right.
when all the trains go pretty much everywhere.
Right.
Here, it's very limited on where they go.
And then the Spaniard gave us one positive comment.
This is the first positive comment that our good friend the Spaniard, who comments on a lot of our videos.
It wasn't super
This was
detailed.
our Ferris Bueller video
Oh,
again. So he
just
said,
no, that's a cool
video. So that was the most positive comment that
It's high
Spaniard
praise.
has ever given us. So we appreciate that, Spaniard, and thank you for continuing to watch our channel, which I don't even think you live in San Diego. So thanks. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Your fame is well deserved, Spaniard.
So that was our viewer mail comment video,
mail.
whatever you want to call it.
Yep.
So hopefully you guys found that helpful. If you guys ever have comments or questions, feel free to put them in the comments below or send us an email or text message, whatever works for you guys. If this is your first time to our channel, please subscribe to our channel as we post new videos every week. And if you're ever planning on moving to San Diego, we'd love to help you find your next home. Thanks for watching and catch us next time.
Bye. Or if you want to sell your house in San Diego,
I know.
we can help
should
you
talk
sell
about
your
that more
house,
often.
and we'll make
We
you a
always say
Ferris
bye.
Bueller video. No, we've got so many movie parody.
Yeah, and if everyone wants to sell their house here in San Diego, we're gonna have a theme for all of our listing videos. So if you enjoyed our Ferris Bueller video, we'll come up with a great
Yes.
one for your home.
Setting the bar pretty high.
Okay, thanks for watching.
Bye.